Look, I just want to know, do pastors supposed to preach until they go? Are they supposed to preach until they go? Or at some point, you need to take granny and grandpa keys away? Listen, listen, y'all. I got a good one for y'all today, so stay tuned. Hey, y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversations, honey. Listen, I just want to know, are pastors supposed to keep going, or at some point when you get up in age, are you supposed to relax? And honey, what's up with the kids? So this is what I want to know, y'all. We just having a conversation. I don't got no spoken word, but this stuff I be listening, I be hearing little things, and I be like, oh, I want to talk about that, because I'm trying to understand. Okay, with pastors and they have children, are the children just automatically supposed to be preachers, be pastors? Are they supposed to carry the torch? Because at some point, it seemed like they would go into retirement. It seemed like pastors should have some kind of retirement only because they have given so much. And then I'm thinking like, okay, so these kids be here, the PK kids, that's what they say, right? I'm just looking at this particular situation that's taking place. I ain't saying no names, man. I ain't saying no names. You guys can figure this out. But the girl, she was passed off to the church, but then she broke her neck some kind of way, almost died. The girl, she was on a trampoline. She broke her neck. She almost unalived herself. Not purposely, but jumping on that trampoline. So, why? I don't know. So, is it a calling that they get that they're supposed to keep because at this point, I think it's a family business. Because it seemed like it's passing it on, but they don't get a chance to live. And what I'm saying is, I ain't saying go out there and be no HOE. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, do they get a chance to get their, I, I don't know. I don't know. But at some point, I just feel like pastors should pass the torch. And especially at a time like this, you've done what you're going to do. But what, I don't even know how to get these words out. I don't even know how to get the words out because it's so complicated. I think being a pastor's kid would be so complicated because you don't get a chance to do what you want to do. Now, some children are strong enough to say, hey, I don't want to do that. That's not my calling. But some just go along with the get along game. I really do think, and this is just my opinion because I'm just really, interested in this. Like, how do you live your life? That's so much pressure. How do you do that? And this is not to be funny. This is a straight up conversation. These are conversations that need to be had. But how do pastors' children do? I know somebody that did that. I don't know, because I used to go there, but the children had to do what the dad says. Like, the girls never had children. The son did, but the girls didn't because they couldn't live. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't be a normal baby. Religion will have you wrapped up. it will really have you wrapped up. I'm telling you, it almost had me, but honey, I could not wear them long dresses, honey. I couldn't do, honey. I couldn't do that, baby. And I couldn't see wearing no white dress and them white shoes and them white gloves with that nursing hat on. What is going? When it's time, when you've done your time, sir and ma'am, at some point it's time for you done gave enough. And it don't even have to go to your children. But I guess when you treat it like a business, you have to keep it within the family. But at some point, the pastor should be able to enjoy his family. But I guess I don't know, when you get out of the leading the sheep into a business, I think that's where you get kind of in that wave, like then you but I'm like, man, do the kids supposed to do that? Do the dad retire at some point, and do the children take on this mantle? That just seems very stressful to me. There ain't no way that I would want to do anything like that. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't want to do anything like that. I don't. And it's all a organ. It's all a big organism. But hey, that's it. That's all I wanted to say on that. Listen, thank you to my new ones and thank you to my day ones. Y'all been riding with a girl and I am so grateful. Well, that's it. That's all for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome to my spoken word and conversations.